through pipes. Okay. Now, in this topic, flow through pipes, we discuss various types of losses in pipes. Okay. So normally we divide the losses into two categories. The first one are called the major loss, and second one are called the minor loss. Okay. The pipe losses are divided. Second one are the minor loss. So these are the main categories. Okay. Now we talk about all these losses in detail. Okay. So when we come across or experience various types of flow through pipes, we see various losses. Okay. So those losses are number one, loss due to friction, and second one are the loss due to local disturbances. Okay. The loss due to friction and the loss due to local disturbances. Now this loss due to local disturbances, it may be either due to sudden expansion, okay, or due to sudden contraction in the pipe. It may be due to some curve or some bend in the pipe. Okay, and it may be due to the local disturbances. These are maybe due to entrance and exit in the pipe. Okay, now the loss due to this friction we call as the major loss or major pipe loss, and the losses due to these local disturbances we call it as minor pipe loss. Okay, so all these losses we measure in terms of pressure drop when flow or when some liquid is flowing or some fluid is flowing from one section to another. Now say we have this pipe, and this is the direction of flow. Now this is our section 1, this is our section 2. Okay, when liquid flows or when fluid flows from section 1 to section 2, there is some pressure drop due to friction in the pipe. Okay, so that pressure drop we call it as the losses. If this pressure drop due to friction, we call it as major pipe loss, and if due to sudden contraction, sudden expansion, curve, bend, entrance and exit, we call it as minor pipe loss. So now we have to measure, we have to see the various formulas for these losses. Okay, so first we see the formula for measuring the major pipe loss, that is the loss due to friction. Now the first formula for measuring the major loss or loss due to friction is Darcy equation. Okay, that is Darcy equation for measuring head loss due to friction. Okay. Now for writing this equation again we consider this pipe. Now say in this pipe a uniform flow of fluid is flowing having velocity capital V. Let us say we consider two sections, section 1 and section 2. The length between these two sections is say L. Okay. Now here the pressure intensity is at section 1 P1, at section 2 the pressure intensity is P2. Now the change in P1 and P2 is due to friction say. Okay. Now when this liquid flows from section 1 to 2, that fluid experiences frictional resistance force. That experiences some frictional resistance force. Okay. So on the basis of experiment, we see that this force is proportional to capital P, okay, proportional to L, proportional to V raised to power N. Okay. Now here P we call as wetted perimeter. Wetted perimeter of the pipe. Wetted perimeter means the perimeter of this pipe which is in contact with liquid or fluid. That we call as wetted perimeter. L is the length of the pipe.
Yes.
Okay. And V is average velocity of flow. Okay, that is the uniform velocity across the section. And N is called one index, having some numeric value. This we call as index. Now the value of N depends on material of the pipe. Okay. It depends on the nature of pipe surface. Nature of pipe surface means the roughness of the pipe. The pipe may be smooth, the pipe may be rougher. So depending upon that, we have the value of N. Okay. So for pipes which are available in market, that we call as commercial pipes. So for commercial pipes, so normally when some liquid in practical cases, when liquid is flowing through those pipes, we consider that this flowing condition is some type of turbulent flow, with turbulent flow. Okay. So we can say the pipes available, the commercial pipes available in market with turbulent flow, the value of N is approximately 2. Okay. So all the pipes which are available in our market, so when we use them practically, so normally in those pipes we have turbulent flow, so value of N is approximately 2. Okay. So therefore now we can again write frictional resistance force that is proportional to PLV square for the commercial pipes. Okay. If we remove this proportionality sign with the equality sign, we have to add constant of proportionality, so that is F dash PLV square. Okay. Now again F dash is one factor, one constant, whose value depends upon the density of pipe material, okay, and the nature of pipe surface. Okay, so this is our equation number 1. That gives us frictional resistance force. Now, if we see this pipe again, from section 1 to section 2, there is drop in pressure from P1 to P2. Okay. Now, if I write this pressure drop, that's P1 minus P2, pressure drop in terms of force, I have to multiply this by area. Okay. So that comes out to be the net pressure drop, or you can say the net force due to this pressure drop from section 1 to section 2, we can write as P1 minus P2 into the area of the pipe. Okay. So under equilibrium condition, we can write, this is our equation number 2. Under equilibrium condition, we can write P1 minus P2 into A should be equal to F dash PL VCR. Okay. Now we divide both sides by specific weight of liquid. So divide both sides by small w. Okay. So now take A on the other side. This A, I take it on the other side, divide by A. Okay. Now on left hand side, we have P1 minus P2 by W. So P1 minus P2 by W is pressure head drop. This term is pressure head drop. Now this is the pressure head drop due to friction from section 1 to section 2. And we can write this as equal to HF. So HF is pressure head drop due to friction. So I write this HF again. So F dash by W. So I use this term only. F dash by W into P by A. Okay. Now I do one more thing. I multiply this term by 2G and divide by 2G. Okay. So I write it as LV square divided by 2G. So I combine 2G term over here. Okay. Now further, we have one ratio A to P. Area A is capital A is cross-sectional area of the pipe, and capital P is the wetted perimeter of the pipe. Okay. So this ratio I denote by Ym, and I call it as hydraulic mean depth. Okay. Now I again rearrange the terms in this equation. So I write HF should be equal to 2G F dash by W. Okay. L upon Ym into V square divided by 2G. V square divided by 2G. Now you can see here, HF is the head loss. So the unit for head we can write as meter. Okay. Similarly on this side, the units are V square depending on V square by 2G. So that are again in meter. So HF we can write in terms of meter. Okay. So this is one constant. And this term, the remaining term, having unit meter same as that of HF. Okay. So now we have this relation. HF equal to 2G F dash by W into L upon Ym into V square upon 2G. We call this equation as Darcy equation. So this equation you can use for determining the head loss due to friction. Now say we have a circular pipe. I take one special case is circular one. If this pipe is circular, its cross-sectional area is, what is the perimeter then?
2πr.
Okay, or you can write it as pi d. Okay. So with the help of this, you can find out Ym. Hydraulic mean depth, A upon P. So pi by 4 d square divided by pi d. So that comes out to be d by 4. So for circular pipe, this hydraulic mean depth is d by 4. Okay. So now you see the Darcy equation. So this is our Darcy equation. So the value of Ym is d by 4. So use here Ym as d by 4. Okay. And this total constant, I write it as F. Okay. So I write HF should be equal to क्या हो जाएगा ये 4FL V square divided by 2G at the D. ठीक है 4FL V square divided by 2GD. So now we have another name for this equation. This is called as Darcy-Weisbach equation. Okay, so HF is equal to 4FL V square divided by 2GD. This we call as Darcy-Weisbach equation. Okay, so in this equation, the term F that we call as Darcy coefficient of friction. Okay, F is called Darcy coefficient of friction. This combined term 4F that we call as friction factor. 4F we call as friction factor, and simple F term we call as Darcy coefficient of friction. ठीक है, तो ये आपको ध्यान रखना होगा when you are solving the numericals. So in numericals either Darcy coefficient of friction is given or the friction factor is given. So when friction factor is given, that is 4F. When Darcy coefficient of friction is given, that is simply F. So now you can see the charge is Q, so that we can write as A into V. So for circular pipe, area is pi by 4 d square into V. Okay, so from here you can find out V square. So from here you can find out V square. So V square comes out to be, so use these two terms. So V square comes out to be 16 times Q square divided by pi square d raised to power 4. So replace V square in this term by this V square. Okay, then you see HF is approximately equal to FLQ square divided by 3 d raised to power 5. So in terms of discharge, you can use this formula for HF. So जो भी constant value आएगी, that is approximately equal to 1 by 3. Okay, so in terms of discharge, you can use this formula. If you have given velocity, you can also use this formula. So I have one more formula for determining the frictional loss that I call as Chiddy's formula or Chiddy's equation. Okay, this we can also use to determine the frictional loss. Okay, so its derivation I start from this equation where I equate 1 with 2. So equation 1, f dash PL V square. Okay, this one. And equation 2 is P1 minus P2 into A. So I write it again. P1 minus P2 into A equal to f dash PL V square. So again I divide both sides by W. So I write HF f dash by W into, now take A on the other side, P by A into L V square. Okay, so I write from this equation V. Okay, so this V comes out to be W by f dash under root. You can do side again. Okay, then A by P into HF divided by L under root. Okay, so I rearrange the terms and find out the value of V. Now, in this relation, W divided by f dash, this constant under root, I write it as capital C, and this is called as Chiddy's constant or Chiddy constant. Okay, A upon P, that is Ym, hydraulic mean depth. Okay, and then HF divided by L. So this term is HF divided by L is head loss due to friction per unit length. So I denote it by I. So now the formula is V equal to C Ym into I under root. Okay, this equation V equal to C under root of Y and I, this we call as Chiddy's equation. Okay, so with the help of this equation, if you know the average velocity V by any mean, if you can determine this V, and you have the cross section of the pipe, so you can determine the value of I. Okay, with the help of this relation, you can also determine head loss due to friction, that is I. So this formula we write it as V equal to C under root of Ym into I. Okay, this is the second formula for determining the major loss, that is head loss due to friction. Okay, now I am writing one more relation. I am going to write one more relation, that is the relationship between shear stress, friction coefficient, and friction velocity. Okay, so say I have a circular pipe. We consider two sections, section 1, section 2. This is the direction of flow. Okay, at section 1, pressure intensity P1, here pressure intensity P2. Let us say capital R be the radius of this pipe. This is a circular pipe with radius R, and the length between two sections is L. Okay, now the pressure force acting on this element between 1 to 2, we can write it as P1 minus P2 into area. So P1 minus P2 into area is pi r square. Okay, now this is equal to the resistance. So acts in this direction, that is tau O, be the shear stress. So tau O multiplied by the surface area. You can write again the frictional resistance force. So that is equal to tau O into the surface area 2 pi RL. Okay, so I can write P1 minus P2 pi r square should be equal to resistance force tau O into 2 pi RL. Okay, so from here we find out P1 minus P2. So that comes out to be 2 times tau O, then L divided by R. Divide both sides by W. Okay, divide both sides by W. So this is again the head loss from section 1 to section 2 due to resistance force. So that resistance force exists due to the friction between section 1 to section 2. So you can also write it as HF. So further this HF is equal to 5 circular pipe 4FL V square divided by 2GD. So D you can write as 2 times R. Okay, so now you can write 2 times tau OL divided by, now W is the specific weight, I can write it as rho G into R should be equal to 4FL V square divided by 2G into diameter is 2 times R. So from here I can write the formula for 4F. So 4F is equal to 8 tau O divided by rho V square. Okay, so this is the relationship between friction coefficient F and the shear stress tau. Okay, now further I can write from here the term tau O by rho under root. This should be equal to V. Then I have to find out tau O by rho under root. So V into 4F by 8. तो इसको मैं सॉल्व नहीं किया 4F by 8 को. I write it as 4F because 4F is friction factor. Okay, 4F is friction factor. So you have another relation. So this is the relationship between tau O and F. ठीक है. tau O and F. Now you see this term, tau O by rho under root. See it. So that is equal to under root of, now tau is stress, Newton per meter square. Rho is density, kg per meter cube. You can see the unit comes out to be meter per second. So this whole term having unit of velocity. So I call it as friction velocity. Okay, this is also called friction shearing velocity. Okay, and denoted by U star. So you can write it as U star should be equal to V 4F by 8 under root.